Are you ready?
And it's time for our word of the day. Now, this is where I play one of the sermons, a piece of one of the sermons that I preached at Perfecting Faith Church. But here's the word of the day, and I hope it blesses you. I know it will. Here is your word of the day.
There's a difference between being a disciple and being mindless. There's a difference between being servant and silly. Hello? There's a big difference between being a servant by your own volition and will and being silly to the point where you give your will over to another man. Church is not a place for you to give your will over to the pastor. Church is a place where you give your will over to God. And everything that the pastor says has got to have some book to go behind it so that you can keep the pastor in checks and balances. Y'all don't hear me. This pulpit is not flawless. This position up here is not perfect, nor is the pastor divine. That's where we have lost so many people. They have invested their trust and hopes and faith in the man. Well, pastor said, well, pastor said, well, pastor said, well, pastor told me, well, pastor. But what did God say? What did the word say? What did God speak to you? Because the pastor's job is to teach you how to hear from God so that you become so independent of the pastor that you can be at home and hear God speak to you and know his voice. My preaching is not to preach you to me, it's to preach you to know him. Because I will not be with you tomorrow. I will not be with you tomorrow. And my word is only for you to be encouraged to seek him the more. But when you leave here, you've got to know him. So your discipleship has got to be unto God. I don't hear you here. Your discipleship has got to be unto the Lord, not unto a man.